Okay, I think we should be good. Let's see. Let us see. Alrighty. Okay. Hey Danny, welcome to the chat. Oh my god, Loki! It is I. Wholesome perfumer dinner scene. I guess it's wholesome. I guess it's wholesome from someone's point of view. 1 second. Let me do this so I don't have... Need to arrange this real quick. Oh, yes, of course. Alright, there we go. There we go. Elden Ring free camp plus lore play when... Free camp? You get free camp with me like every Elden Ring stream. Lore play? Ask me in a decade. Oh, hey, doggo. Of course, as soon as I start streaming, the dogs are like, please, give me attention. I need the attention. Who's up being low-key? I'm not being very low-key right now. I would say I'm pretty being high-key. Alright. Oh, wait. Why is this pause? I want the rain to stop. I can't believe I screwed up this wonderful situation. I had to get a shot without the rain. That was the whole reason I had everything frozen, too. Why am I like this? Yeah, I want to work in the fact that there's just so many of these, you know? Oh wait, I'm there in the background. Whoops, this is a terrible shot. Who is this random dark-skinned fellow? Never noticed the lightning flowers glow. These aren't even the lightning flowers. These are the Altus blooms. But yeah, most of the collectible plant life has a glow to it. It's just kind of the thing. Yes, I know, doggo, I know, but I kind of need my other hand, you know? You know? I kind of need the other hand. It's very important. Also, 1 second, my controller's having a senior moment. Oh, what kind of dog do you have? I always hear him, but never see. I have a golden retriever. Very, very cute boyo. Looks very much like my old one, except tinier ears. Also a grayer face. Isn't that right, Rusty boy? Tarnished nude photo bum. Hey, I am good to see ya. Lore play maybe after he finishes DS1. I know! I keep, every week I go, this is the week I'm gonna finish the Dark Souls lore play, and then it just doesn't happen. It's why I will never hold myself to the same strict standards that I held myself to the Dark Souls 1 lore play. I can't stop it now. Even though I honestly should. But I just refuse to on that front. Ooh, what if we go for nighttime? Honestly, not the worst. Yeah, like that. Oh, perfect. Hey, doggo, get over here. You want my love so much? Get over here and lay down. I got free feet. Oh, okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. Yeah, you take that, old man. Yeah, Goldens are lovely. I love them. Easily my favorite dog. I love dogs, but like Goldens will always be special. Again, no offense to other dogs. It's just you're not a golden retriever. I'm sorry, them's the rules. Yeah, I'm not losing anything by having these guys hide behind here, so... Yeah, I should point out just how much Altus blooms are, Alright, now let's play with the, let's play with this time of day. I guess for a different kind of, you know, less blue. Super Mario Bros. Lore play coming Q4 2038. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck getting me to do anything lore related for Mario. This isn't bad either, just to kind of show, you know, we do have some daytime that can work with this. Wait, the DS1 lore play isn't finished? I thought it was done like in 2022, 2023. No, it's never been finished. I've never finished the DLC or got to Gwyn. Which is completely my fault, you know? Like, it really should be done at this point. That'll do. I really have no excuses. I'm just incompetent. Mario Deep Lore. Yeah, it's time to try to fit every single Mario game into one universe. Trust. Yeah, I have to fit in Altus flowers and these yellow flowers. Because I mentioned them in other areas, and there's a pretty consistent pattern. Like, I want to include reference to them in Liurnia Wars as well. Alright, now for the other thing. Oh my god, why is it raining?! What is this, Liurnia? It's rained like 3 times in 10 minutes! God, you guys are going crazy. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing all swell. I know I haven't been able to stream a bit lately because I've been a bit busy with stuff, and then we had the whole hacking situation, so that's where, you know, took a few more days out of me, but now that we're back, I'm glad to be here, you know? Yeah, I'm not crazy. I was like, I'm pretty sure the face is covered, right? Yeah, the whole face is covered in cloth and shit. Yeah, I'll be honest, I have no idea why... Like, I have no idea what magic or mechanism is allowing this guy to breathe fire, you know? You know? I don't know if the shot I had the chest in the shot. I'm gonna hate myself, but you know what? That's a future Loki problem. This is spooky. I wasn't warned. Oh yeah, let me turn down the a bit low on my side. Yeah, let me No, yeah, it's good. Okay, yeah, this is fine. As long as I'm louder, as long as me and the game are louder than the BGM, you know? Elden Ring is the weirdest weather system in games. I gotta check into how it works. I'll be honest, I am half convinced that they just have, like, every area, like, they have a few select weather patterns, and they just put them on random. They're just like, okay, it's fully RNG. Every second it could be a random weather or not. He does the wrestler green spit move, and probably has oil in his mouth, who knows, mouth pyromancy. See, that's the problem, is like, it's not perfuming, right? Like, perfuming has a very specific look. It kind of reminds me of the, what are they called? The Draconic Tree Sentinels, right? They have the similar thing where their horses do the fire breath thing. Alright. Let's do this. We're gonna be moving this guy out of this area because there's so much destructible shit and I don't want to have to deal with it. No, high LOD. Always high LOD. Always stealth, though. That's going away. Sure, why not? Let's do slow-mo. About 0.35. Ah, 0.37 is close enough, you know? I like the pro wrestler theory. I am personally a subscriber of the Capra Demon theory myself. Oh, that looks so stupid with the Altus Bloom there. There we go. Hey, Xavier, how you doing? You just woke up? Oh, wow, Xavier. I thought you and I were in the same time zone, but I guess not. If you're just waking up now, that or you've been having a worse sleep schedule than I have lately. Which, by the way, guys, I think I finally have it back to normal. Also, I just noticed there's... I forgot about the perfume. Okay, yeah, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. I'll just say he spits fire perfume. I don't think it's perfume, but, like, there's no other explanation I could have for it, so... Oh, really? I forgot about you? God damn it. I just thought I could maybe do that before he did the third one, but no. Oh. Yeah, that's not gonna work either, okay. Oh my god, you are so hyper-aggressive, man. Oh, and there's two more here. Oh my god. There are so many enemies in this place! I do have a crap sleep schedule. Well, my condolences. As someone who's had to deal with it for the past few months, I hope you get yours back in order as well. Ow! Alright. You don't look like you guys are causing me any issues, but I don't trust you. Ow! Oh my fuck! Ah! Ah! Alright. Hey, Iman! Hey, Sneed! Very dramatic with the slow-mo music. I suppose so, huh? I wasn't even thinking about that. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I think I prefer this angle. I found true birthplace of America. It's Velen. Are we saying it's Ven? Is she the queen of Ven, Iman? Has that been the secret lore sauce that we've all been missing all this time? Miyazaki stitches all animations together by hand, ensuring lower quality. See, From Software is actually just Miyazaki working out of his basement. It's always been one guy. He just created a bunch of AI that could simulate other people in the company. So that way they could feed his delusion that he's actually the president of a real company. He's just been scamming journalists this entire time. I'm just not happy with you as an name. Oh! There we go. Are you getting Omen Killer photos for the Radigan's Reign article? Yeah, a few of them for that. But really, this is just an excuse for me to kind of just hang out with you guys casually today, because I need a little bit of detox after the past few days, so. True. This, yeah. Whenever he gets interviewed with his team, it's him quickly changing voices and wigs. Oh god, I can see it. Oh, I'm gonna die. You're gonna kill me, Sneed. 5D chess, Miyazaki games don't have bugs. Some wars just perceive them correctly. No, hold on. A little bit higher. Actually, no. No. Yes. Doing here, you asshole? You're supposed to be moving here! Yeah. No, yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, let's change the thing. Let's see. You know what? That's the perfect blend of blue and yellow right there. I like that. In the background. Let's see. Give us some teaser material for Radigan's Reign. Give us a hint about the enigmatic half-girl red man. Well, you can read my current progress on the Discord server, right? You can go to the contact page, link in the description of my website. And you'll have a link right to there, right? And as a member of the server, you get a free sneak peek at everything that I'm working on at the time. I always make sure to put the drafts there, both so that way I have a backup that's publicly available for everyone to download and have, so in case, God forbid, something happens to my new PC. But also, so that way you guys can, point out anything that, you might want to think might be added, or things that could be corrected, or maybe I'm misremembering something, or there's, there's just, all that stuff is there for you guys to be able to use. So, yeah, join. Alright, let's see. Oh, let's see. This theory makes his story about the dark head suck animation weird. Shh. Alright, we're dropping the ideas, Steve. No, don't make me have to think anymore about sucking. I suck enough, Wait a minute. Oh, let's see. Do I want to have the... Maybe, I could maybe... Yeah, I can maybe raise make him a little bit more center. No, that's too much. Alright, that could be good. Loki just gave me life-changing information. Yeah, guys, I know I don't talk about the server nearly enough, even though I know a lot of you guys that join and come to the chat are on it. That's partially why. I just don't do enough of the server shilling thing. I'm just like, hey, here's a link to my website in the description if you want to go check out my content, Yeah. I do. I also, of course, post the stuff to the website and things like that. Yeah, obviously. But again, the Discord stuff is purely so that way people get to see the work in progress and get an early peek at everything. That's exactly why it's there. I'm really liking this, man stands menacingly inside the flames, you know? That looks stupid. That looks retarded. Ah! Man, looks like he's about to bang a drum! Oh, gosh. God, animations. Animators are weird people, you know? They have to do a lot of things that they know is gonna look absolutely stupid, but will somehow look really cool and nice when it's all in motion. It really takes a special kind of person. There we go. Homer killers are drummers in lore. They be banging those skulls like they be drums, that's for sure. Discord's banned in your country? Good to know. I'll have to keep that in mind, Oh! In case I ever want to use another platform. The only thing I can think of for the fire breath is that it's alcohol or some other flammable liquid, since it covers the ground like the torch skill, and those skills have you drink before the breathe fire. Maybe. Again, the problem is ultimately, like, let's put aside the fact that the face is covered and stuff. Alright, so this was the thing I wanted. Anyway, so putting aside everything else with the cloth face and stuff like that, I just am not exactly sure what the connection would be between choosing to be like an omen killer and this fire breath thing. Like, I guess you could argue like corruption, purification, you know, flames of like, you know, purgatory type shit. Like, it's just kind of a little odd, you know? Discord is banned in my country. Good to know. Yeah, it's true, Sneed. Like, what else am I supposed to say? Good to know. Like, what do you expect me to say? Hey, you know, just get yourself a VPN, I guess. How much do we want this smoke? Not too much. Yeah, it works. Yeah, it's not Dragon Communion, that's for sure. We would probably have a sigil if it was. And there's no dragons that we can find otherwise. So yeah, it would have to be it would have to be like something's in the mask or something, right? Like, they don't give you the ability obviously with the helmet, but that's true for most helmets, right? So like, oh my god, you suddenly have a skill because you wore a certain... Alright. Alright. Look, you ever take shots showing the Omen Killers the same golden jewelry as the normal perfumers? Which golden jewelry? This stuff that they have around their necks? I don't see any other jewelry, so I guess it's that unless it's the belt or something. If so, no, but I can do that. I think we have all the shots I want, right? Like, we got the Capra shots, like, that's... Alright, this is acceptable level of stupid cape shit. I'm willing to live with this. I can live with this. Margot! Rolo just screaming into the wind. It's on their waist. The normal perfumers have it on their head. Oh, neat. Maybe I can include that. I guess this mask is supposed to be bronze or something if they have this, like, green coloration, right? I was like this for Oonga Boonga memes. They're supposed to be cleavers that are lined with horns. I don't know what the cleavers themselves are made out of, though. As I recall, I don't think the item description ever talks about the material. They're just supposed to be like a Nada hatchet with a bunch of horns lining on top of it, right? Presumably, these are supposed to be taken from the victims that they've killed. You know, Omen Killers claim the victims, right? Which honestly doesn't say much. You can get, like, you kill, like, what, like, 2? Kill, like, what, 1, 2 Omen, and you can already add a bunch of probably good, decent horns. Right? I'd use the player armor because it's better quality. Of course the player armor is better quality! Good thing I killed this guy right before stream and took the equipment, you know? Alright, buddy, you've done your job. Alright, no one say I did not... The Capra Demon swords are made of iron. Cast iron, specifically, kind of like Gundyr. Because, you know, get it? It's heat-resistant metal, ha ha ha. Which I'm like, yeah, it's also heat-retaining metal, that's why we cook with it, so it's like, I don't know if I want to be in a lava area as a Capra Demon with cast iron, but okay, you do you, Mike Miyazaki. If you think Gundyr's best defense against a fire-breathing dragon is just wear a giant fucking, cooking pan over his head and body, be my guest. Yeah, if this is supposed to be iron, it's definitely, like, I can kind of see it here from the very top, right? But the closer you get to like the half tier, it's like, is that still even metal anymore? Especially when you get to like this section on the lower half. I guess this could still be metal. That's some distorted ass metal though. Like, my god, what'd it take to attach those things? Hey, macaroni! Ah! I look away for a few seconds and I got a freaking demon on me. Alright, buddy. I was hoping you'd kind of just walk into it, you know? There we go. Oh, I should take a screenshot first before I mess with the lighting here, you know. You can check the effects when you're getting hit by guarding. Oh, that's true. That is a good way to determine it, huh? Alright, we're doing this. If he can do the jump, so can I. Of course. Of course. Asshole. Alright, enough of it. Come on. I don't know why that didn't chain, but okay, that's fine. Yeah, he's stupefied. I don't blame him. Alright, let's see. Ask him what's so... Nope. Nope, too late. He's already dead. Oh my god, why do they do this to me? Yeah, I could see someone saying it's bone. Hello? Alright. Alright, let's go back to here. And put on the equipment. Get some shots. Oh. Is it raining everywhere? Ay, ay. Oh wow, it's an actual beautiful day after only one attempt. God, this is the magic of frickin' Limgrave. Where is it? Oh, we don't have the mask, that's right. Oh, that's Perfumer still. We'll look at that later though. Alright, where's Big Perfumer Man? Oh, there you are. Alright, and then the Perfumer set? Alright, I gotta do this. Wait, what? Am I crazy, chat? I could've swore. Do gloves not come with this? Oh, there it is. It's the other way for some reason. Huh. Showing oldest first for some reason. Then. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Here. God, the quality's so much better. It's stupid. Why do enemies which are larger than us have worse quality equipment than tiny little us? It's dumb. else really notable looking at this. Oh god, this hurts my brain. God, reversing all my controls! Lord, have mercy on me! I don't know where I'm looking! God, spinning makes things worse. Alright, we do it like this then. Okay, too much. God, being so careful with the controller here. Okay. That looks good. Let me just straighten it just a little. Okay, that's good enough. That's good enough for my purposes, and I will do a zoom out so in case I need to... In case I need to, for whatever reason, crop this thing. Off to the side so the bags don't cover them. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. Alright, now I don't have the other perfumer on this character. Let's compare to the Traveler, though, for the time being. Thank God it's the very first set I apparently ever picked up. There we go. I felt naked without my helmet. Me, lost the grace of gold, still has golden eyes. What can I say? They were just naturally yellow. Alright. Alright. Yeah, only the normal one. Unfortunate, you know. I have the sarong, though. I picked that up earlier, right? So that's cool. Well, this one I think we should go by item type, right? Because if I have it, it's we don't have the robe. Damn. And I don't think we have the hood either. Yeah, okay, so this character, I guess we'll have to do it some other time. I'll stick with this for a bit. Naked Barbarian Man can use a little bit more culture, you know? Man, I wish Dark Souls 3 had this level of quality of texture as well. You know, I guess Dark Souls 3 should have come out like 10 years later then. You know? Dark Souls 3 should have foreseen this and decided that it was gonna be From Software's big open world game. Do you think that Alban Orc legs fading away could mean the Erd tree is just as real, even if the rare transparency, even if the rare transparency was ever canon? I mean, sure. I mean, I think that's an argument to be made. Again, I think the transparency thing, again, just like you said, the rare transparency, the fact that it's so inconsistent and stuff, and it's something you can negate just by using a telescope when it is happening, tells me that's just a mistake and oversight that no one pays attention to, because, you know, the brain just sort of kind of blocks out the Erd tree from your mind, so you kind of just let that thing fade into the background. So even when it is fading in front of your eyes, you don't register it. That happens with a lot of things. So I am not surprised on that front. Would have been cool if they didn't like it if Yellow Eyes in the character creator. Yeah, I would have liked that, but I get why. They don't want to restrict players' freedom, even if it's something like as tiny as that. And plus, I mean, I guess you could always argue that yellow and gold are different things, you know? The grace of gold. Yes, Dark Souls 3 should have had these engine advances. I would say, I've said it before, I would love to see someone do a mod where they mod in Dark Souls 3 and just turn the entire map open world. Like, you keep the exact same map for Dark Souls 3, but, like, you just make all the out-of-bounds places, like, inbounds, and maybe add some new roads and stuff you can traverse or whatever. Maybe add, like, a torrent type thing, right? Maybe. Let's try it during daytime when it's not foggy. The rare fog in Altus. The rare fog in Altus, unless you go to Dominula, where suddenly everything's spoopy. It just had to be like that, you know? What? Oh, my controller. I have to remember, whenever I'm having some weird thing happening in Elden Ring of all games, it's because the controller's unplugged. Though why that causes that type of freeze, God knows. I don't think I even need shots like this, but, you know, just for the sake of argument. Yeah. Let's also get the pattern here in case that ever comes up somewhere else in the future, you know? NPCs also have to be able to have golden eyes. That's for sure, but you can include the option for golden eyes in your data while not letting the player have access to it, theoretically, right? Like, there's nothing that says that the player has to be able to have, you know, that feature available. I just wish Dark Souls 3's colors were more saturated. Yeah, they really wanted to tone back, you know, let it be a little bit more drowned out, kind of like Demon Souls, but I don't think it has the exact same effect, you know? You need that piss filter. Sir? Sir, your larynx is missing. God! It's funny how this isn't even the first Elden Ring enemy where I've noticed something like that. Honestly, if we have any other where the lighting's maybe a little bit better. Let's wait till this guy finally turns around. Oh, no, but he's going uphill now, so now it sucks. It's clipping! My axe is clipping! Please stop the clipping! God, I might have to change the time of day. Ah, I might have to. It's fine. Yeah, like, my only complaint with Dark Souls 3 in terms of its art style is, like, when you go to frickin' Faron Swamp, it does not look nearly green enough. Like, I literally didn't even realize that there was a change with the Eclipse until I actually, like, looked at my screenshots back to back between the two versions. And I was like, oh, it's not supposed to look that gray. It's actually supposed to look a little green. Because it does not register when you're playing the game that area does not feel like sickly green when you're going through it. It just kind of feels like, you know, bland swamp. Yeah, you can use your TV and stuff, but honestly, you should, you know, there should be just a good baseline period, right? When the, you know, that's ultimately an art style decision they made, right? And it's one of those things where it's like, listen, sure, you could try to, you know, fix the art style a bit with your own personal settings on your end, but, like, ultimately, that's still the art style they went with. They could have made something that, you know, the people wouldn't have to be tweaking anything for to get looking good. Or better, I should say. Again, I'm not saying Dark Souls 3 is an ugly game. Far from it, right? It's a beautiful game in many ways. But I definitely, you know, if I had to critique it, Faron Swamp is definitely the one where I'm just like, listen. You look at the concept art, you look at the actual area. This ain't it, Chief. No, Night Sky, if you look at the concept art, it's definitely green. It's definitely green. You can tell that they tried to make it green when you do the side-by-side with the actual area. It's not green enough. They toned it down because, you know, like, the concept art for Faron Swamp was more like, it was more like a Dark Souls 1 area, right? Where Dark Souls 1 really, really, like, you know, like, you go to another area, they really shift the color palette on you. Like, you just see that thing, like, woof! For some reason, Dark Souls 3, they didn't want to go to that. They wanted it... I guess part of it because they were also making the art style a little bit more, like, photorealistic, right? So they probably wanted something more restrained, and then you have the whole, you know, Ash and Grim and all that stuff, right? But I definitely think they could have added a little bit more color, right? It doesn't need to be Elden Ring or anything, just a little bit more color. I thought Dark Souls 1 had, like, the perfect balance of that. I guess we can get the... Yeah, we can get the sword. Loki, what made you try DS3 after DS2? I had friends who were encouraging me at the time. And I was like, okay. Right? I was like, I trust you all. I'm gonna, you know, I'll give it a shot. I just don't think, you know, I really think DS1 was a fluke, you know? I just don't, I want to do it, like, oh, blah, blah. And then I finally got started playing, and I instantly was like, oh, I'm home. Oh, my fastest turnaround I've ever thought on a game before release, period. No contest. Get a little bit of that feet. Good old Miyazaki-san. It feels like they kept using the Bloodborne color palette, but with worse lighting. That didn't allow it to really work out. Yeah, maybe it worked better when they were thinking of using the Eclipse stuff more liberally, and they were going to play with, like, the time of day and things, right? Right? It's hard to say with development, right? Ultimately, ultimately, by the time, you know, launch day came around and everything came together, it you know, it could have used some more tweaking. Could have used another pass. Yeah, Boreal Valley's the only time. Like, you come out of freaking brown-ass, like, freaking Wolnir's catacombs, where everything's, like, a bunch of browns and, like, beiges and, like, orange, maybe a little bit of orange, right? And then, like, a little, also gray, because you have the freaking, like, some of the stone areas, especially in the water areas, got a bit more of a gray look to it. Then you go out and suddenly you have this very vibrant, beautiful wow moment with Irithyll. I forget, are Axe Boys the only ones that have the cloth over them? I remember there being something with that. Hey, Mercy, how you doing? Lighting the alpha picture with the flying snakes was great. Yeah. Right. To be fair, though, it's just one alpha screenshot, so they have to, like... Oh, I shouldn't say more, but... you know, with that stuff, they basically had to have it where they only need to have you look at it from that one angle and stuff, right? So, for that one, it was just a matter of making it look good in that one shot, right? I didn't see you there. It's okay, Mercy. That's fine. Anyway, I think we got the shots I wanted. Quid's family definitely had an eye for aesthetics, for sure. They know how to do some city planning. Like Gwendolyn had Sullivan work on those sewers. It's like, listen, I can't have my capital smelling like shit. But Sullivan was okay with the smell, apparently. I just turned it into a prison. Yeah, nothing over here that I really want to grab for this specifically. There's just the basilisk down there and some of the soldiers. And there's a bunch of the corpses and the poison pools down there. Oh, are there any items at, like, the soldiers' camp in the first part of this cave? I don't think there's anything notable, right? Oh, got that. Perfumer's Grotto. We should already have shots of that. What do I have for the Ariza side tomb? I have to look at my shots. Where are we looking? Limgrave. No, not Limgrave. Let's go, Altus, Ariza. No, that's Hero's Grave. Whoopsie. Sort. Not that much. Can I show you guys? Let's see. Let's see if I can get this to work, chat. There we go. I can get this to work. This is going to be so annoying having to correct it every time, chat, but I can, in fact, get the pick thing to work more consistently for us. Yeah, you guys can see it just fine. Alright, so, I don't know what I'm looking at. that lighting is awful. Better. Okay. Okay. Good. Julio. This is the magic blue flame, right? Yeah. It's not the ghost flame. Yeah, okay. Man, it sucks to be those guys! Oh, right. Okay, okay. I was about to be like, what? My man. Hey, Ben. Hey, man, my copy of Abyssal Archive just arrived. Wow, I'm so impressed. This reads like a commentary on Virgil. Really now? That's some high praise. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Ah, yes, the Pots Dungeon. Yes, very important we get the Pots Dungeon lore. What the color were those flowers at Wyndham's entrance? I think they were violet. I think they're used around Altus, if I recall. I have to look at my screens for that, though. My Night Scout. I'd have to get back to you. Yeah, you have the odd coffin. I mean, we have some decent shots here. The only thing I'd really want to get yet, if I'm being honest, is the... Oh, wow, yeah, I can see why I took a shot of that. I'm like, is it in all catacombs? I don't know. I like this one, but I also like having both of these too, and I can flip it too. Sorry, clip it, crop it. I'm mixing up my L's and R's in English. What is wrong with me? Okay, no, I do have the magic pots. Julio. Do I have the lightning pots? Because there are lightning pots in here, right? I love these streams. Do you ever do these free cam chill stuff for the other games? I don't have this type of free cam for the other games, so no. But yeah, sometimes I'll do screenshot streams, and they're nice, right? Like you guys get to watch me kind of work, right? I get to kind of work a little bit more casually. I could obviously, if I just, I could just compile a list of the stuff I want and probably get them done, and we'd be done in like half the time it takes me to do these streams. But I like chilling out with you guys and kind of like, making a fool of myself on live and all that jazz. So, this is kind of like, it's work, but it's break time for me, Why'd they make explosive pot people? I don't know. They've got, like, I don't know, passion or something? Yes, there's lightning pots. Okay, then we need to get shots of them, because if I don't have them, then, yeah. Okay, no, never mind. We do, in fact, have the lightning pots. Good on you, Pass Loki. Alright, so, honestly, I don't think we need shots of the Oriza side tomb. I think we've got plenty of shots as is. Yeah. Like, I don't have a lot of to complain about here, right? Like, obviously, I would love to be able to better showcase, like, the whole duplicate nature of the tombs and stuff like that, but that can be very hard to do, because then it's like, sometimes it just looks like I'm doing, like, the same shot, right, with maybe, like, a different enemy or something in the way, right? So, I've tended to avoid that and just mention in the text, right? Plus, if you guys have played the games, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Everyone remembers the fun times in America's dungeons. America's escape room trap. Our wonderful little prankster of a queen. Yeah, I should have them for sure. Yeah, I was thinking, it's like, if I have the magic pots, I should have the lightning pots, but I didn't know. I love looking at FromSoft game screenshots, and a lot of high quality content online for them. I guess it depends, especially on the older games. Like, you're not, like, it's hard to find some really good stuff on Demon Souls or whatever, right? I have thought about, contacting the person who made the Elden Ring mod and potentially, commissioning him to work on doing, like, I don't know how hard it would be, but if you could somehow copy this code into, you know, at least the Dark Souls games and maybe the Bloodborne PC port that's been worked on. You know, I would love it if there was an actual Bloodborne PC port, but, you know, for some reason, Sony's allergic to money. I guess they have to go make another Horizon game that's going to get overshadowed by the next FromSoft launch. Ouch. Like, what's next? Like, Horizon Lego version or something that's going to come out with Night Rain, I bet? Is that going to be their fate or something? Favorite piece of music in the series? Oh. God, there's so many good tracks in this in these games, you know? It would probably be like one of the non-boss battle themes, right? I think the boss theme, like, they're fine and all, but they're not something like I'd want to listen to, like, on the regular. So, like, it would probably be something like either like Dark Souls 1 or 3's Firelink, or Bloodborne. Yo, like, I really love Upper Cathedral Ward's BGM. Like, that one's a really good one. God, that's a hard one for me, Steed. So we'll settle for choir. We'll say choir. Yahar Ghul's another good one. Did you ever mention the Albinor crabs when talking about the Albinorix and the Carian thesis? I do mention the silver crabs in passing, yes. I'm saving talking about them, like, just like giving a basic background on the silver crabs, for a you know, a Nox thesis type thing, because I feel like that's where it'd be most appropriate, where I'm talking about the Albinorix, and I could mention, you know, areas where Albinorix have been or crossed or whatever. The water tends to be contaminated with silver, which is shown by the crabs who are feeding out of it and turning silver themselves, right? So that'd probably be where I mention it. I don't think there's anything else for Minor Erdtree. I have a shot of the Golden Centipedes. I already had a shot, of course, of our favorite noble boy with the Fundamentalist symbol. Yeah, nothing else really sticks out to me for this. Alright. Lawrence the First Vicar also is a good one. I will say, I think what I like about Bloodborne, and this might be controversial, but I like that Bloodborne uses actual Latin with lore significance in the boss music and stuff. I really like that detail. I think it adds a lot, especially when you actually, like, know the lore, especially the Japanese for it. And, like, just seeing, like, how Miyazaki tries to, like, you know, translate some of that, like, sometimes even cut content stuff into the that music. Like, I just think that's really neat. Granted, it gets butchered and stuff in the translation to you know, music listening, you know, Latin, right? You know, they change and cut up words and stuff like that, so it's you know, I know the guy who's been doing the good work on that stuff, and it like you compare like the actual like lyric sheet to the to what you hear in the game. It's like, ah, I see. Here that says this Miter Erdtree to the tune in the DLC. I mean, there's not like what is there to compare, Night Scout? Like, it's very obvious. It's very obviously smaller, right? Like this isn't really that much of a contest. Like, the best I could do is maybe be like, hey, look, these two are even smaller. But like, yeah. I'm like at the top of it, and I move to the side, and this thing is still towering over, and I'm looking up to get to it. Like, I'd say it's maybe a third, maybe halfway, if we're being generous. Very short. Honestly, I should probably mention that. That's probably half the size or less, and then mention these two are even smaller in my Crucibles and Thesis. I'll have to remember that. Yeah, I really appreciate the dude for like doing that work and stuff. He's had some trouble with getting more of the lyric sheets and stuff like that. But I thought I've been thinking about myself like independently stepping in just for research purposes, right? And seeing if I can maybe get any info on that, because I would love to be able to know all the official lyrics for the various Bloodborne tracks. Just so we can have like some firm confirmation. Like, I've done some great work with him on the Yahar Ghul BGM theme, right? And we have it like mostly down pat, I'm pretty sure, right? Can't remember if he ever got the official one for that one, but like that one's like a really good one. There's still a few others there. Like, I'd like to see if Cleric Beast or Vicar Amelia or anything have anything good there. But I don't remember if they even have any proper lyrics in their songs. Same thing with, like, Orphan. I don't remember Orphan's theme, strangely. You listen to the sound of the Minecraft OST, Loki? I did not, Xavier. I've been very much distracted from listening to any music these past few days, I'm sorry to say. Yeah, nothing here that's relevant to us. Alright, so we got that. We got shots of the gargoyles. What else do we possibly want for Radagon's Reign? I mean, we already have the menu graphics for the various skills and incantations and stuff for fundamentalism, so I'm not really too concerned about getting shots of that, unless there's something like really interesting in the actual animations or the lighting effects or whatever. Yeah, I don't know if we could get one for Elden Ring or not, right? Because, like you said, Miyazaki wanted it to be turned into nonsense, so who knows if the original's even there anymore, or if they're legally allowed to share that one, right? That's the biggest question, is when you, you know, what is it under, like, non-disclosure or something like that, right? When you're doing, like, that type of work. Nothing having to do with Gelmir, thankfully. I think I have the shots of these guys in the Realm of Shadow, so I think we're good, too. What else in the file that I've got here? Let's see. Oh god, this is gonna be a 20-pager. Rusty, chat. Rusty's actually all chill right now. We have the stuff from Stormcaller Church. We have the stuff for the Church of Pilgrimage and the Bellum Church. We have the menu graphics. We have the shots for the Erdtree Sanctuary with the guy in the rafters. What is this with the? Let me double check. Foliage. What the thing is that? Is... 。 . 。 。 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 . 。 .
。 .
Maybe I don't mention it here. I thought I did. Oh well. What happened with Loki looks? Finding the time to do editing, which is why this this year I'm looking to possibly getting an editor to just, you know, take the entire time off of it. I just have to then work on the scripts in the future and maybe get footage, which we can of course do with these streams, and then let someone else handle all that jazz for me. Because it's too much. I can't keep up with doing the website content and trying to get YouTube off the ground outside of these streams all by myself. It just takes way too much time. Maybe check out D's armor. The sympathy shown to the D-Twins could imply they made into Golden Order members during Ratigan's reign instead of being tarnished. I'm gonna put... honestly, D would be, like, its own separate thing for me, Night Scout, so unless there's something, like, super, super relevant that I could, like, specifically strip out from anything related to D on that front, I don't know, but I'd have to think about it. First update from Monster Hunter Wilds looked pretty good. Yeah, I mean, a friend of mine described it pretty good, which is like this should have been the stuff that should have been at launch, but that they had to cut in order to make the release date. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to try out Wilds for myself. Maybe we'll do a stream where I get back into shape playing World a little bit, and then we'll jump into it. Yeah, I think we've got most of everything. For screenshot-wise. At least for this section. Maybe when we get to the Liurnia stuff, right? When we talk about, like, you know, Renala and the egg. We're gonna want more shots. I would like to get shots of Ratigan during the final boss battle, but, like, that's... I have to figure out which character we would do that from, and then it'd be a character I'd be sacrificing, essentially, to be, like, at endgame or whatever. And then I'd be specifically trying to get... I also want to get shots of... maybe I could skip Gideon. But I definitely want to get shots of Godfrey and as well, and then Ratigan, of course, maybe Elden Beast. So it's like, oh no. Also Malekith. Might as well get shots of Malekith while I'm at it. Close Colosseums. We don't really need anything for that. I mean, we just saw the shots of the gladiators that I have in the Oriza side tomb, so we could always use something like that for the, for everything. Fundamentalism becomes fanaticism. Banishing the dissidents. We have shots of the guy for the Sword Seal, I'm pretty sure. All the stuff on the non-humans. Most of this doesn't really need a shot. Then we got the Omen Killer stuff. You know what? I don't remember if we have a shot, though, of the Omen Killer in... I don't think we have a shot of the Omen Killer in the lower quarter. At least not one where I've, like, you know, done, like, a lot of different angles and things. So, let's get that one. There we go. All right, buddy. Man! Man, getting lighting on you is it's a struggle. Alright. Ignore the Egyptian cosplayer. Let's... There we go. Alright. I like that. He's gonna stop moving, right? There we go. Having a point light tool would be so useful. Maybe. Lanedale's shadows practically spin 360 thanks to the city's weird lighting. Yeah, some areas it can be very awkward to try to get a well-lit shot. But I think it's cool. We can make the shadows work to our advantage with these guys, right? Because there's supposed to be an ominous aura to them. So I'm okay with some of the establishing shots. As long as it's very clear, like, where we are and what I'm focusing on in the shot, right? Could you guys have, like, could you have, like, stopped moving elsewhere, you know? Alright, this is the best we're gonna get. Alright, this is my lot in life. This is where we cheat. Look, chat! It's okay! It's still in shadow, it's just subtly brighter. Subtly. Subtly! Like I'm having the stupid, mistaken extra bush overlap thing happening there. That's so funny. Listen, he's standing by that corpse because he wants to make sure the dude is okay, okay? It's logical. It's totally logical to want to check up on your homies, you know? Just because they're heartless doesn't mean that they are without concern for their fellow man. Just be a man. Alright. I just have shots of that guy. Oh gosh, moving some of the stuff out of Erdtree's beginning into having like the farm colonies being their own article and stuff. It's gonna be like there's so much like Nox stuff I'm gonna have to move. Like I have to prepare in advance and have some of the stuff that I'm cutting out for the Nox, like the lower quarter here, get moved into either Altus Unification War or probably Age of Plenty. The problem is, I feel like I'm always adding to Age of Plenty and Crucible's End. Like, I really have to start questioning, like, is this article getting too long yet? Is this thing becoming, like, bigger than Irithyll and Sullivan? Go away, you. Yay! Oh. Let's go to the Shunning Grounds now. Can't believe it took some shit to get rats killed. Yeah. I can send you the jewelry comparison if you want. No, it's okay, Xavier. I believe you. So I just don't want to switch characters just to get the one perfumer shot, you know? I'm just being lazy. Don't worry. We'll get it in the future. Yeah, that corpse is due to a prostate exam. It's a perfectly normal procedure. Just don't mind me as I ram my hand up your butt. I forgot to include in my most recent work on the first draft the chains and stuff. I was actually gonna include this. Wow, I like this better than in actual daylight. Oh my god, I like this so much better than when it's in actual daylight. Alright. Hey buddy, get over here. Come on, get over here. Oh, it's just the games are gone too. That sucks. Well, don't worry, you guys can always re-add them or something. But yeah, it is a shame if there's a game that slips through the cracks because I don't remember. I have been enjoying my time playing Inscription, right? Honestly, I kind of want to maybe do a little bit off stream sometime, possibly. I guess we'll see. Ah, right. I forgot. You're the special one. All right, let's see if we get a better shot with this. Nope. Here. Get out of the way, bozo! Your broski's going through. There we are. Still not happy. Still not really we're getting a good dark reflection here, you know? Or bright reflection, I should say. Too dark. When are you gonna, like, start getting into the light, my brother? Oh, is this really the best we're gonna get? I guess so. Alright. Alright. Don't do it off stream, Loki. Okay, I won't. I'll enjoy the full experience with you guys. Woo! You guys can watch all my cursed runs. Man, I felt so good with some of those runs too. I was like, damn, if I just did, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, man, if I didn't make one mistake, I would have maybe actually won that. It's like the one thing. Alright, so that covers these guys. Yeah, nothing I need to worry about here. Nothing else really stands out. Right, because it's just the Lanedale Catacombs and things. Actually, that is actually a good thing for me to look at. A suggestion for the game, if you allow me to look. Yeah, sure. If you wanna have make suggestions there, feel free to drop it under the suggestion. Actually, yeah, suggestions will work. Let's see. I forget. Are you? No, it's the ones downstairs. Yeah, there's no omen in this area. It sucks. Alright, time to get myself stuck in here. Why are you guys poisoned? I guess that'd be the bigger question. There's like, it can't be a... Oh, wait! It's a sewer. Duh. Why am I being stupid? Oh, these guys don't have, I didn't notice this before. These guys don't have the, they don't have the chains and stuff around them. Huh. Yeah, they don't got the yoke. I have a suggestion, DS1 lore through. Yeah, we were talking about that one earlier, too. I have to keep this one in mind. Like one for the cards? Yeah, sure. If you want to make suggestions for cards and stuff, that's fine. I'll go with it. Even if it's like a meme suggestion, we can at least consider it. This is the Axe one that does the race? Wait, so it's only that version which does the race, not the other ones? Yeah, the ones with the wildest horns have no chains or slave collars. Good to know. I didn't realize there was some variation between these guys too. Some of them have the cloak over their chain area, some of them don't. Oh, I forgot what this corpse said. No, Night Scout, it's actually an argument that I'm making in the actual analysis, you'll see. Anyway. Moving on to Move on to this, because this is a cool detail to add on top of what we got. Oh. Oh my, I hate doing this. Oh, right. This is how you get it. You don't want this. You're a wild one, too. Cool to know. Cool to know. Alright, I have some thoughts about this one, then. Cool to know. Nice. Let's see. Yeah, I'll be talking more about the collar model and the weapons, which is I consider more important than even the collar. For the thesis, it'll be cool. It'll be cool. This is to open the thing. We don't want to open it though. All right, so yeah, I thought they all ended up having the collar, but no. No, they do not. Good to know. They all have the weapons, but not the collar. I already have a shot, but actually, I can't remember. That's not the talisman, is it? No. That's not the talisman. Alright, beautiful. Yeah, fake boss room has the glove grave wart. Yeah. Well, I don't consider the grave. I'll be honest. I don't give the grave wart that much attention beyond getting like the basic shots of some of the models. Right? It's like, oh wow, there's grave wart in the catacombs. Who would have thunk, right? It's not something I pay like a special attention to. I don't remember what's in this one. Always call the wild ones the royal omen. Yeah, that could make sense. Let's see. Yeah, nothing else out here. Okay. Let's do one more. One more look at the other side here. And I think we'll be done. Okay, I was like, I'm pretty sure one of them at least. Yeah. There we go. Any variation here with these guys? No, they all have the thing attached to their upper level. Okay, cool. Yep. Okay. My description was to let Caged Wolf die. Okay, good to know. Fine by me. Never liked him anyway. Alright, chat, I think that covers it. Mostly it was Omen stuff that I was looking at, ironically. Maybe one day I'll get around to doing Omen and stuff. I'm gonna do everything except talk about Mesmer and the Crusade. Anything to save me from that giant, long, probably would take me a couple months to work on type of analysis to get through. Let's see. Yeah, for sure. It feels like kind of like that Unleashed type of thing where like they break off or like they force off the colors or whatever because they're like, I earned my power, right? Because of all the spirit power. Anyway. Okay. I think we're done here. I think we're done here. I think I'm gonna leave this on for now. My barbarian man is feeling very fancy indeed. Yes, maybe he's gonna get a fancy mustache next. Anyway, it was great seeing y'all, guys, but I gotta get going. Now, good news is despite all the thing with the hacking and stuff, it seems like everything's secure and everything's gonna go back to normal. Who knows? I'm sure you guys are gonna see the very embarrassing Aldrich Rosaria fanfiction that I've been writing leak all over online now. It's gonna be so embarrassing for me, but you know, that's sort of like the business, right? You know? But alright, thanks so much for everything, guys. Hopefully we can get back to a normal schedule, and yes, I would like to finally get the Dark Souls lore play done. If not this week, then at least this month. Anyway,